Hello and welcome to my channel, OmLearn. In this video, we'll be looking for option. Let's say text 2 columns. If I have some text in one column, I want to create into different columns. Let's see how. If you see, I have some data given here, and these are the John Rita, Rita Nita, and Nita Joseph. These are different names. If you observe the separator between all these words, or all this text is space. Next example, if you see, the separator between all these words is ampersand. If you see the next one, separator between all the words is, you can say is at. Please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to like and share this video to show your support. Thank you. So now, let's see the first example. Wherever the space is, there. I want to create it to a different columns. So, for example, John is given here. John Rita. So as soon as the space comes, I want into a separate column. So, John in separate column, Rita, Robert in separate column, Nick, separate column, and Jay separate column. How do I do that? So very simple. You have to first select the data. I've selected data because I want this data into text to columns. Now I'll go to this option in the data tab. In the data tab, I have to go to this text to columns. And next, if you see, I have delimited and fixed with. Let's see the first one delimited, and I'll go to next. Now, if you observe, what I've done is, yep, this is the data preview. Or in short, in simple terms, if you say, what is the separator? I'll say the separator is space. So if you see wherever the space occurs, which is given, now it says, what is the delimiter? They have created the different lines. If you see, there's a column lines, and if you click on next, it will ask you where do you want the answer. Do you want the answer in this column? That's the destination $5. $5. That means on the spot. It will give the answer where the source was. There. So I'll click on finish. See if you see John's space was removed. Now the Rita has come. Rita, space, and Nita. So now there's a column, which is created wherever the space was occurring. But now, press Ctrl Z to go back. Ctrl Z, I do not want at the cell number of 5. I want the answer in cell number B5. Only a smaller change. Similarly, I'll select the entire data. Or you can say enter column text to column selected. Delimited. Now, click on this next option. Once I click on next by default, I have selected space which is here. Sometimes the separate is not a space. It is a comma. So I'll select comma, a semicolon or some other option. So I'll select here, space. Next is, I'll click on this next option. I do not want the destination as $5, but I want the destination as, I'll select cell number C5 like this. So I've selected cell number C5. And I'll click on OK. So now my source data will not be troubled. My answer will be cell number C5, and I'll click on finish. So if you see, I have the answers given in the cell number C5. So this way you can get the data answer. So you can say as first name, last name or middle name. Kind of separator. One more example. If you see, I have the separator as ampersand. How do I select that? How do I divide that data? First, I'll select this entire column. Next is, I'll go to this data tab, and go to this text to column option. Delimited, click on next. Now I'll remove the space I do not want. The separator is not a space. The separator is ampersand. If you see, I've written for your understanding. Separator is ampersand. Select this and other Shift 7. So as soon as I press ampersand, you see, there's a line which is created. The ampersand sign goes away. Instead of ampersand, sign, I get a column line and I'll click on next. Again, it will ask me the same question. Do you want the destination at the cell number A17? At the same position? Or do you want some other place? I'll not go in the same place. I'll not trouble it. I'll ask to change the place. That is, I'll ask him to give into cell number C4. Like say, this one, C4. Yeah. That's it. C4. I've selected. And now, click on finish. So once I click on finish, you see, the source is same as it is. Secondly, the ampersand symbol is gone away. And if you see, John is in this place. and Rita is in this place. The instead of ampersand, a column line is created here. Yeah, I hope you're getting it. Next one, similarly. The last example I have. If the separator is, let's say what do you call add symbol? So, similarly I'll select this. If you see that add is there, and I'll go to this data tab and click on this. Text to columns in this place. Text to columns first one delimited. I'll click on next. Now, the separate is not, and it is ampersand. Now it is at, so I'll press Shift 2. You see, a column is created, and the at is gone away. And I'll click on next. Select the location. Where do you want to paste? I'll select the location as C3, like this, and click on finish. So that's it. Click on finish. So you see, this is something word which is given here. And secondly, the app at is gone away. And you have got the data similarly here. But let's see if you do not want this kind of separator. If you want to create a column, according to your convenience, how do you do that? So what I'll do is, I'll just copy the data from here. Let's say I'll select Control C, I'll press here, Control V, increase the column bit. Yeah, now, what I want is, I want to create the column, according to my convenience. So I'll select this column. I'll go to this text, to columns. First one was the limited. That means I had something valid. Let's say space and comma, and something different else. Now, O for the fixed width. And I'll click on next. Now, if you see, there's a ruler, kind of, which is showing as the, you can say, as distance. Now, if I click on any space, let's say I've clicked twice, and if I click twice, the two columns will be created. If I just double click, it will go away. Now what I want is after two alphabets, I want a column to be created. So how do I do that? I have to just select on this column. I have to just click on this column. Yeah, so selected that. And a column will be created after two alphabets. That's it. And I'll click on next. Once I click on next, it will ask you, do you want on the same location? I'll say yes. Click on finish. So, you see, after two alphabets, a column is created. That is a fixed limit, or it can say fixed width. Similarly, let's try one more example. I'll press Ctrl Z here, go to text, to columns, select this fixed width, click on next. Now, create two columns. One at the after two alphabets, and after the, let's say after this alphabet, let's say after R, I wanted, and I'll click on finish. If I even click on finish, still, it will work. Click on finish, and if you see after two alphabets, and after R and N, I've got the second column. So this way, you can create text through different columns, according to your convenience. So I hope you have understood how to get the text to columns with space, ampersand at, and also with a fixed limit. That's all for this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to like and share this video to show your support. Thank you.